When nothing seems to help, I go and look at a stonecutter hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times without so much as a crack in it. Yet, at the 101st blow, it will split in two, and I know that it was not the last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. These wise words, uttered a century ago by social reformer Jacob Riis, echo a lesson from 40 centuries ago found in this week's Torah portion. That effort and exertion at times may seem to be wasted, but in fact, it's being stored. I think we need this lesson now as much as ever as we draw to a conclusion of Hanukkah and enter Shabbat. And we find in additional insights that you can find links to from Leanne Shamash brilliantly this week, talking about the relationship between aching hunger and music, as she puts it, to bring us to a place where the music is gentler. The wisdom of Jenny Rothman, who talks about the importance of storing companionship and how we can find ways forward toward light and togetherness in these challenging times as we enter the 10th month of COVID suffering and loss. Fundamentally, what we see in the portion this week in Joseph's capacity to store is the capacity not to focus so much on grain, but on relationships in our lives. What is the breaking point where actually the rock gets split? It is actually when Joseph is able to address his brothers, l'shalom. He's able to speak of them peaceably. Are you well? He asks when they retrieve Benjamin in return for a second time to Egypt. They don't know who he is, but he knows. He's beginning to thaw that relationship that had been so frigid. As we look for ways to find nourishment and ensure that our efforts are not wasted but stored, may we understand that that one additional effort, that one additional phone call that we can make, that may in fact break the ice and thaw a long frozen relationship, that's available because all of our efforts heretofore are stored. May we make the call this week. Shabbat Shalom.